Hi learners, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today let us see the part 6. In that we'll see the exercise 7.4. So here they said determine the speed in either you have to convert it to kilometer per hour or meter per second. So now this is the question given. The distance is 1500 kilometer and time is 20 hours. So now here this will be kilometer per hour. So either it should be kilometer per hour or it should be meter per second. So now we should know the formula, that is the speed is equal to distance by time. So how to remember this formula? So many times they ask time. So here see, when we cross multiply over here, the time is going to be distance and the speed will be here. Again, if they ask the distance will be speed into time. So there are actually three formulas, but we don't have to remember all three. Even if you remember one formula, that's enough. I will show you how to do it if they ask in a different way. If they ask the distance separately or the time separately, only you have to remember this formula. Now again, this formula, how you have to remember, you know this initial, this is the starting is D and this is T. So you know the word detergent. There are many ways, but one of the ways is this one. So this starts with D and this the T. So this is DT. So remember the word detergent. So speed is equal to distance by time. So now distance is given as 1500 and this is 20. So 0 and 0 gets cut. 150 divided by 2, that is going to be 75. And this is in kilometer, this is in hours. So that is going to be kilometer per hour. So now this again, this also is kilometer and this is hours, and distance and this one, we have to find the speed. So again, we'll use the same formula. In place of distance, we are going to put 1625 and this by 25. So when you divide this one, you should get 65 kilometer per hour. Now look at this one. This is in kilometer and this is 1 hour and then there are 40 minutes. So what will you do here? 1 hour is okay because we want the answer in kilometer per hour, but then 40 minutes will convert it into hour. So that you know 60 minutes is 1 hour. So now what will you do? We want for 40 minutes. So 40 minutes is going to be what? See, 60 minutes is 1 hour. So 40 minutes, below this minutes will write your minutes. So that is going to be, that will be 40 by 60. So this and this gets cancelled. So this will be 2, 2 2s are 4 and 2 3s are 6. So that is going to be 2 by 3. So this one will be 1 hour and this plus 2 by 3. So when you cross multiply this should be multiplied by 3. So 3 plus 4, that will be 5 by 3 hours. So now what will you do here? The distance you will write as it is. Time you will write here 5 by 3, that will be hours. So now this is the numerator, this is the denominator. So numerator will be as it is, the denominator will get flip over. So that is going to be 3 by 5. 5 by 3 will be 3 by 5. So now let us simplify this. 5 ones are 5 5s are and this 2 zeros. 500 into 3, that will be 1500 kilometer per hour. Now here the distance is 500 meter and this is 2 minutes and 5 seconds. So we can make this one as meter per second, but then meter and this per second, either you have to make it to kilometer per hour or meter per second. So we have here meter and we have here seconds, but then this is minutes. So this minutes we have to convert it to seconds. So now let us see for this part first. So 1 minute is 60 seconds. So 2 minutes is going to be 120 seconds. So this 120 seconds for this one, 2 minutes, and this 5 seconds, that is going to be 125 seconds. So this is clear. So if this is clear, other things are very easy. So that you have to just use the formula. Speed is equal to distance by time. Distance is given as 500 meter and this time is given as 125. So 125 ones are 125 fours are. So speed is 4. Now we have converted this to seconds. So meter per second. So this is important. Now here convert speed into meter per second. So now look at here. This is kilometer per hour and we have to convert this to meter per second. So we know 1 kilometer per hour is 1 kilometer divided by 1 hour because kilometer per hour. means that is divided by 1 hour. So now 1 kilometer means we have to make it to meters. So 1 kilometer is 1000 meter. And 1 hour is, we want it to seconds. So this here, 1 hour is 60 minutes. So now again, this will be 1 minute is 60 seconds. So 1 hour is going to be how much? This 60 and this 60, that will be 60 into 60. That is going to be 3,600 seconds. So hope you got this one. So we'll write here 60 into 60, that will be 3,600 seconds, and this will be as it is. So now what will you do here? We get here, this 2 goes out, 2 5s and 2 18s, that will be 5 by 18. But here now, this is, I just showed you how we get 5 by 18, but we can also write here, whenever there is a conversion from kilometer per hour to meter per seconds, we can directly multiply that thing by 5 by 18. So now we have 36 kilometer per hour. We want to make it to meter per second. So 36 into, so you just remember this one, to convert from kilometer per hour to meter per seconds, we have to multiply it by this one. And if from meter per seconds to kilometer, that will be 18 by 5. So that is, I'll show you later. So here it will be 5 by 18, but this thing all is done to show how that 5 by 18 comes. So 18 ones are 18 twos are. So this is going to be 10 meter per second. Now see here, again kilometer per hour, we don't have to do that one. Now you know that is 5 by 18. So we can directly write a 144 into 5 by 18. 18 ones are 18, 8s are, that is 144. So 8 5s are 40 meter per second. Again this is the same, 126 into 5 by 18. 18 ones are 18, 7s are 7 5s are 35 meter per second. This is the same, 63 into 5 by 18. This doesn't go directly with 18. So what you have to do, 9 2s are 18 and 9 7s are 63. So this is going to be 35 by 2. So 35 by 2, 35 when you divide it by 2, you get 17.5. That will be meter per second. Now now convert speed into kilometer per hour. That was kilometer per hour to meter per second. So as I said, now see, I have also showed you 1 meter, first thing we should know 1 meter per second means that will be 1 meter will be 1 by 1000 kilometer, and 1 second is, that is 1 by 3600. So now that is hours. So what will you write here? This is the numerator and this is the denominator. So 1 by 100 we'll write here, that is not necessary to write 1, that is directly written 1000 over here, and this is going to get flip over. So 16 to 60 will go in the numerator. So now what will you do? This gets cancelled. So that will be 36 by 10. 36 by 10 means here 2 5s are and 2 18s are. That is going to be 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. As I told you earlier, from kilometer per hour to meter per second, what did we see? That was, you multiply by 5 by 18. And if it is meter per second to kilometer per hour, you have to multiply by 18 by 5. Have you seen this one? So this both you have to write it whenever there is a conversion. So you have to remember, even if you remember one, the other thing you can easily write it, because sometimes if you remember both of them, you might get confused. So you can remember any one. So this is what I have shown you. How did we get that 18 by 5 kilometer per hour, the conversion. So now here is 15. So 15 multiplied by 18 by 5. So 5 ones are, 5 threes are. So this will be 54 kilometer per hour. Here now again we don't have to do that all. Only you have to multiply by 18 by 5. So 25 into 18 by 5. 5 ones are, 5 5s are. So that is going to be 90 kilometer per hour. Here again the same, 7.5 into 18 by 5. So this is going to be 1.5. So 1.5 into 18, that will be 27 kilometer per hour. So 22.5 into 18 by 5. So this is going to be 4.5 into 18, that will be 81 kilometer per hour. A car travels a distance of 360 kilometers in 6 hours. What is its speed? So now let us write the given thing. Distance is given as 360. Time is given as 6. So we want the speed. Speed, we know the formula now. Distance by time. So now we already have your kilometer per hour, so we don't have to change anything. Just write here 360 divided by 6. So that will be 60 kilometer per hour. So whatever the speed we got, at this speed, how long will it take to cover 450 kilometers? Speed is given here the same. Distance is given to cover this one means distance. And now here we need time. But as I said earlier, we don't have to see a separate formula for the time. We'll write the same formula, speed is equal to distance by time. In place of this speed, we'll write here 60. In place of this distance, we'll write here 450. And the time we will keep as it is. So now we will bring this time over here. So that will be 60 into time is 450 as it is. So time is going to be 450 and this will go on the other side, that is going to get divided. So this and this gets cancelled. So 45 by 6. So 45 divided by 6. 6 sevens are 42. So this will be 3. So 7 integers 3 by 6. So 7 integers 3 by 6. So this 3 by 6 we can simplify further. So that will be 7.5 hours. Hope this is clear how we got that time without changing the formula. A truck is moving with a certain speed and covers a distance of 390 km in 8 hours. Find the speed of the truck. So distance is given as 390 km. Time is given 6 hours and speed we can say distance by time. So this will be 390 divided by 6. So when you divide this, you get 65 km per hour because this is in kilometer and this is in hours. Now at this speed, how far will we go in 2 hours? Means the time is given. Speed here, the same. Time is given as this 2 hours. So speed is equal to distance by time. Again, in place of this speed, we can write here 65. In distance, we don't know the distance. Here we'll write here the time is given here 2 hours. So here you will write 2. So now what will you do? This you will bring it on this side. So that will be multiplied and this distance as it is, it will be the same. So you multiply, you get 130 kilometer and that is the distance. So it will go 130 kilometer in 2 hours. Now find the time taken to cover 260 kilometer. So distance 260, the speed is the same as this one. And now we want the time. So speed is equal to again the same formula. In place of this speed, we'll write here 65. Distance we'll write here 260. Time we don't know. So 65 into time is going to be 260 on the same place here. Time will be 260. If this goes on the other side, that is going to get divided. 65 ones and 65 fours are 260. So that is going to be 4 hours. So time is 4 hours. An aeroplane travels 2,400 km in 3 hours and 20 minutes. Now see here, this is in kilometer, but this is 3 hours and again we have this minutes. So this minutes we have to convert it into hours. This is very important because we need kilometer per hour the answer. So now we have to find the speed. So 60 minutes means now this thing we are going to convert it into hours. So 60 minutes means 1 hour. So this 20 minutes will be how much? So 20 will be in the 20 into 1, that will be in the numerator. 60 will go in the denominator. This and this gets cancelled, that will be 1 by 3. So this will be 20 minutes is 1 by 3. So what will you write here? These 3 hours and this 1 by 3. So that is going to be what? 3 is the LCM. So this will be 3 is the 9 plus 1. That will be 10 by 3 hours. So this we have done with the converted to 2 hours. Now we will write, we know the distance is given as 2,400 kilometer. This is here. So speed will be distance by time. So now we don't know the speed. That is what we have to find out. Distance is 2,400 and the time is given this as 10 by 3. So now this is in the numerator and this is in the denominator. So the numerator as it is, the denominator is going to get flip over. So that is going to be 3 by 10. So now let us do this one. This and this gets cancelled. So when you multiply this, you get 720 kilometer per hour. How much time will it take to cover 1,800 kilometer at this speed? So distance is given as 1,800 kilometer. At this speed means the speed given, that is 720 kilometer per hour, and we need the time. So speed is again the same formula. In place of this speed, we'll write it 720. In place of this distance, we'll write it 1,800. And this time, we don't know. So when you multiply this into this one, so that will be 720 into time. that will be 1800. So time is going to be 1800 divided by 7000, that is 720. So now, have you seen here, actually whenever we have seen, only we have done till now whatever the problems with a single formula. In the books you must have seen that there will be the time, so the time will be written over here, and that will be distance by speed, and many of them forget the formula. Even if you write this, whenever that time is there, this is distance by speed. If you write a speed by distance, so your answer, even if you have done other things all right, your answer is going to be wrong. So just follow one single formula and you will get the answer. So here, this will be, so we have to simplify this one, 180 divided by 72. So 72 to the 144, 144 means 36 remains. So what will be that? 2 integers, 36 by 72. So 36 by 72, this one, this only 36 ones are, 36 twos are. So that will be 2.5. So time is going to be 2.5 hours.